Hi everyone, how is our Essential Life family? I hope you're all doing well. So I wanted to talk, if you guys follow me personally on Instagram or Facebook, you saw my post about kind of my skin. I had gotten some oil burns. I have one right there. They were hot olive oil burns from searing a steak, and it's been about a week. Tomorrow will be exactly a week from when it happened, and so I'm going to talk about some of the oils I used to help support my skin in the healing process from that. I don't have all the oils that I want to talk about, but then I want to talk about other oils I like to use to support my skin and help keep my skin nice and healthy and happy, and things I add to my moisturizer, that sort of thing. And then I was going to give you guys some summer. It feels like summer for me right now. I know some of you are in climates that it is not feeling like that, but it's also good to know for like spring, if you do have a nice day and you go outside and you find you're in the sun a little too long, which we can do that, especially if we've been cooped up, right? We might be like, oh my gosh, it feels so good. And we all need that vitamin D. We need to be outside, but I want to talk a little bit about supporting your skin, okay? And things you can do before and after, and just in general. So first, I was going to share some of the things, the oils I used right away when it happened. I know oil, since it was a hot oil burn, oil and water don't mix. I did turn the cool water on while I was and ran my arm, because my arm got it pretty bad. I don't think you guys can see it. Here we go. There's a little bit. And my face got it. I didn't realize how much of my face it got. This is looking so much better. So as I was opening the Lavender Essential Oil, it was the first one I go to. I always have this in the kitchen for any time I touch the oven rack, anytime that happens, I need my lavender. So lavender's what I always have handy for that. And then I always have peppermint, which I have in a different room right now. So I forgot to pull that out, but I use peppermint as well because of the fact that it helps with the cooling, right? We may not know it for that. We know it's great for digestive support. We know lavender's calming and soothing and, for bedtime and all of that as well, but it's great for calming and soothing the skin. Something to note that you may not be aware of is lavender also can be very drying. So peppermint helps with cooling things down too. So these are the two I was using that first night. I taught a class and kept reapplying lavender, and sure enough, my skin was looking really dry in those areas because it was drying it out and helping with some of the redness that was popping up. Then the next day, I started adding in some other things. That night I did use vitamin E oil because vitamin E oil is actually very nourishing. So if you have vitamin E capsules, you could use those. I happen to buy vitamin E oil. I put them directly right on. I just took my lavender, opened it. It's a great question, Heidi. She asked, did you mix them with the carrot oil? Or did you just put them? I put it directly on. Lavender is such a gentle oil that I don't tend to dilute this one, especially when it comes to accidents in the kitchen. I tend to just drop it on there, and that's what I was doing, was kept reapplying. I will add vitamin E oil after, but that was to help kind of with the uncomfortable part, right? And it worked. Within a couple hours, it wasn't hurting as bad, which was really nice. So lavender and peppermint helped with that, but then I added some vitamin E oil after that. Once it was kind of calmed down that way, I added vitamin E before I went to bed, and that really helps calm things down. I know we go to aloe vera, but if you are someone like me, aloe vera was like lavender for me too, where it would actually dry things out, and it didn't last as long and it didn't work as well for me. So I was taught by my amazing godmother, thanks Christine, years ago, after spilling tea on my abdomen, hot tea, vitamin E oil. So you can open capsules of vitamin E oil and put it directly on, or you can, there's Molly, or you can buy some vitamin E oil. Make sure it's true vitamin E oil and not synthetic or mixed with anything else, because there are those out there. Make sure it's organic and all of that good stuff. If you guys want more information on where I get my vitamin E oil, let me know and drop a comment below, and I'll comment on that and share that with you. So lavender is the first thing I go to. Peppermint's the other one. A lot of times we don't think of that, but it helps with the cooling. So then the next thing, I reached out to another friend and I was like, okay, I've been using these. What else would you recommend? I looked at books. I wasn't feeling great, and I was just kind of like, oh, I don't know what else to do. She mentioned a combination, and I did do this, but I added some things to it too. I did something else with it. So she said in a roller bottle, add lavender, frankincense, and helichrysum. I had already been using lavender, and I had added in, by the time I talked to her the next day, I had added in helichrysum because this was handy and it was a touch. I rolled this on, then I added my lavender. Okay. So those are what I added. I ended up adding the frank. Okay. I didn't make a roller because I had this roller. So I tended to roll this on and just do a layering effect, but I had the time, I was home. If you don't and you need to reapply and it's easier for you, make yourself a roller. Take one of your empty rollers, do equal amounts. So for a roller this size, I would say 5 to 10, somewhere in there, whatever you're most comfortable with, 5 to 10 drops of each, and put it in a roller, and then fill the rest of the way a fraction of coconut oil, and that could be your go-to. So I was using those, but then I have a moisturizer type thing that I make for myself for some problem areas for my skin, and I love it. It is amazing, and part of it is because of all the oils that I put in there, and I don't have all of them out here, but one of them that I know that makes a difference because it helps with supporting natural moisture is yarrow palm. So I do a bunch of yarrow palm in it. I do blue tansy, which I am completely out of. Blue tansy is that blue color, makes you look like a Smurf. It is a type of, it's in the chamomile family, so it's very calming as well, and great for the skin that way. This one is, again, blue, so those two, my serum looks very, very blue when I use it. So I add those as well, and I knew it needed some moisture because the lavender was drying, so I kind of kept that in mind. These are also ones I use every day. So helichrysum, lavender, frank, yarrow, it's all in a little blend I use for extra support, especially with the drier weather. I use on my arms. It's kind of like a lotion I make for myself. And then I also have rose in there. Tea tree is in there. And then what else do I add? Like I said, helichrysum, lots of blue tansy, lots of yarrow, lots of frank, all of those good things. So those are what's in there. And then I have jojoba oil in it, and I have vitamin E oil in it. It is the bomb. I love it for skin support. That is kind of also my go-to after I've been in the sun. Otherwise, lavender, peppermint, and frank are also great after being in the sun. Put them in a spray bottle, shake them up, and apply them. And then it's great to add some Immortelle. So this is the anti-aging blend. Love this roller. This one has frankincense, Hawaiian sandalwood, myrrh, lavender, helichrysum, and rose. So this is a great blend to have as well. But I will tend to put that on areas. I get areas pretty quickly. I burn first before I actually tan, and I don't try to tan. And no matter what, when I apply sunscreen, I burn. I reapply, I still burn. I still get red. That is just the way I am. My body personally does not absorb vitamin D3 very well, so I have to take extra precautions, and I know I personally I need to be cooling down my skin, okay? So that's why these are some tips for you guys. So my skin does tend to get red really quickly, and I've learned over the years that some of these oils help. So yes, lavender really helps, frank helps, and peppermint to help cool my skin down and helps kind of make it happy again. And then I always add the Immortelle, especially at night. I'll do those combinations, put it on those areas. For me, like I said, I tend to burn no matter what I do. I don't burn as bad, which is really, really nice. And I know it's partly the oils helping with that and helping my skin kind of recover quickly. So those are the things I do. That's what I use. If you guys have other oils that you like to use, be sure to comment below. Like I said, vitamin E is great for the skin. I've heard sweet almond oil is good. For me, it's a little too thick and can clog my pores. Coconut oil can be a little too thick. That's partly why I didn't fully make a roller for my face, because I tend to break out more. It gets too oily or clog my pores with the coconut oil. It's fine on my arm, but that's why I liked jojoba and doing vitamin E oil on my face, because it wasn't as heavy and more nourishing that way. So those are some oils I like to use. Again, you know, sometimes we think of tea tree. Tea tree is great. It's got some great cleansing properties too. But right now I'm not needing exfoliant, and I'm not needing that. I'm needing more of the calming, supporting, rejuvenating type oils and moisturizing. So stick with some of those moisturizing oils, especially if you read about some of the oils or you have been taking notes or you learn about something new. Those are just a few. I know blue tansy is great for that as well. So lots of good information. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. We have a great class. It's a sensational class on the 29th, and I hope you guys will join us. This one's gonna be a little bit different. It is a Zoom, but we will be giving you guys the list of ingredients you will need. You can pick all 3 recipes, or you can pick, you know, one of them if you want one of them. Maybe you want two of the recipes. We're only talking about 3 recipes. And what we'll do is we'll give you the list of what you'll need. If you need something from that list and you need us to deliver or whatnot, some of us are able to mail stuff to you as well. We'd be happy to get you those supplies. We just need to know sooner than later so you get them in time for the class. Because during the class, we will have a live Zoom together, and we will be making the items together. So if you guys have questions or need to troubleshoot anything, we'll be doing that together, and it'll be a lot of fun. I'm super excited. My mom, Cassie Bounty, it was her idea. She's going to be leading us, and she has a great kitchen for it, and it'll be a lot of fun. So these are going to be some of our favorite recipes. We're going to be doing homemade sunscreen. We're going to do an after sun spray. It's one I like to use as well with some of the oils we've talked about. And then we've got, what was the other recipe? Ooh, beach waves. So maybe, I don't have beachy waves today, but maybe you want like the salt beach wave look. We have a great recipe for that, that spray as well. So we've got some fun recipes, and we'll share tips and stuff as well in there. And we're hoping to have more classes like that coming to you soon. So be sure to check that out. Again, hopefully this was good information for you of oils for skin support, because that is crucial. We definitely want to take care of our skin. Our skin is the largest organ, right, of our body. It absorbs a lot of what we put on it, and so it's really important to make sure you're doing quality ingredients, because it gets absorbed into your bloodstream and your body, and that if you're getting negative, it can cause a whole host of other issues. So we want to definitely support that, take care of it, and make it happy. So there you go. I hope you all have a wonderful Monday, and hopefully this was helpful for you. We'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.